Right, today we are going to be making lamb feet curry, which is very, very delicious. It's for iftari later, but you can have this for dinner. You can pair it with rice, roti, or naan. It's up to you. But I've learned this recipe from my mother-in-law. It is very versatile. It will give you a lot of collagen, which is really good for your skin. That's what I've heard. So anyway, let's get started. Now, this is your paya or feet, the lamb feet. They are cleaned already. I used the knife to scratch off like everything in here, like the burnt thing from the outside. So this one is totally clean. Now for the ingredients, we're gonna start with the onion. We also have tomatoes, fresh garlic, and fresh ginger. I prefer fresh ones, fresh ingredients when I'm cooking. We also have the fresh chilies over there. So yeah, we're gonna get started with the oil first. I'm gonna pressure cook this one, guys, because obviously it makes life easier. Okay, now there goes the oil. We don't want too much oil in it because the fate will give us enough oil already. Now once that's heated up, we can add our onions. Now fry your onions until they are golden and mushy. Okay, now as you can see, this is good enough. It's brownish and mushy. So on this point, we can add our garlic. Okay, you can chop them, but I just put them in there whole. Anyway, we're gonna pressure cook the meat, so yeah, just like that. So a minute should be good enough for the garlic to at least release its aroma. That smells good actually. Okay, so the garlic seems to be done at the moment. We can add our ginger and the fresh garlic, fresh green chilies. Now we are ready for tomatoes. There you go. I will put at least 3 medium tomatoes per 1 kg of lamb feet. It's up to you. If you want it more saucy, you could put more tomatoes. So just like that. Cook the tomatoes until they are soft and mushy. You need to get these tomatoes cooked well where the oil separates. You know, that's how my Pakistani mother-in-law makes her curries. Okay, then we could add the spices in a bit, just like that. You know, I've learned all this stuff from her. She is a really good cook at home. I try to copy how she does her curry, her rice. She makes the best recipe in the world, and I hope you guys will also like it, because this is how easy as it can be and tasty as well. I'm sure your kids, your husbands will love it. Your friends, when they come over, you could also have this one if they are fond of feet, lamb feet, because I've got a few friends who are not really fond of these pie or lamb feet, so it's up to their preferences really. Now for the fresh green chilies, you could actually add more. It all depends on your tolerance for the heat. But me, I'm okay with that one because I'm gonna add another 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. You could adjust it according to your own taste. Now we are just gonna add like a splash of water just so we could cook the tomatoes nicely. It won't dry up. There you go. So we're just gonna cook it a little bit more. Right, you have to mash your tomatoes just like that. If you have hand grinder, you could actually take this one out of the pot to another container, and you could grind this one into like a very how do you call, watery mixture. Okay, but it's up to you really. For me, I could just go ahead with this one. Okay, so that is looking good. I'm happy with the consistency. We can now add our spices. So for our spices, you've got chili powder, cumin powder, you've got your bay leaf, cinnamon sticks, star anise. You also have your turmeric powder, whole peppercorns, and the coriander powder. Okay, so we're just gonna add them all together. There you go. Right, and just mix it all up. Okay, sorry about the smoke. Right, so that is actually looking good, smelling good. The thing is, when you cook curry, the smell is like overwhelming. You're used to it, you like it. Some don't, but me, I'm used to it and I'm really liking it. Now, the ingredients are all in the pot. Time for us to add the star for the show, or star of the show. It's the lamb feet. There you go. So I'm just gonna do them one by one, or a handful. Okay, there you go. I want to fry the meat, so you know, the tomatoes, these spices will infuse with the meat before we pressure cook it. Okay, just like that. There you go. Yep. So I'm just gonna add 2 spoonfuls of tomato paste. There you go. Okay, there you go. Now we just have to mix it again. Righty, so this is how it looks right now. Time to add our water. So just add water enough to cover the whole meat. Okay, and another one. There you go. So that should be enough. Okay, cover it up and pressure cook it for 30 to 45 minutes. Right, so it's all done. Let us take a look at our curry. There you go. Ooh, look at that. Right, it's soft. The meat is proper tender. It's falling off the bone. Okay, now this is the time for you guys to adjust your salt, okay, to your liking. There you go. It's all done. You could eat this with a soft fluffy white rice. You can also make chapati or naan. But yep, this is it. I hope you like it. So click subscribe and like. Thank you.